Now, I don't know about you, but I love fairies.
Yep, definitely.
And Shendy loves fairies too, and if you don't know who Shendy is, this is Shendy. For those of you that have visited our download site on a regular basis and downloaded some of Shendy's work, you would of course be familiar with Shendy's work. And if you're not already familiar with Shendy's work, then you jolly well should be, because Shendy is a supremely talented designer and card maker, and her work is flashing along behind me in the background. But what Shendy's going to do for us today is she's going to use one of her downloads, in fact one of her downloaded fairies, to make a superb card for you, just to give you that extra bit of inspiration on what you can do with the downloads once you've downloaded them. So, Shendy, what are we going to be doing now? Apparently it's a bit saucy.
Yeah, she's a bit of
a sauce pot.
Bit loose, I think, this fairy. Just look at her. Well, it's either that or she's very relaxed.
Well, to me, the word strumpet comes to mind.
I think she's a bit of a floozy, this one.
Bit of burlesque going on there.
Right, and as you can see, I've done the decoupaging for you. So all you've got to do is cut them out.
Yep.
And a few pads, and away we go. Okay, so now we have some backing papers. Look at that.
Now all these have been designed to match with each of the fairies in the range.
Absolutely. As you will see, the colours have actually been taken from the fairies. So
Brilliant.
we've got that one, and then we've got this gorgeous one. I
Beautiful
really
crackle
love this.
effect.
I mean, you could use that just on its own. You wouldn't necessarily have to use it with the fairy.
No, you wouldn't.
That would make a card just on its own.
Exactly, and of course the great thing about the downloads is once you've downloaded them, you can print them again and again and again. It's not just as if it would be if you'd gone to the shop or bought something off the internet and it had been delivered to you, and then once you've used it, you've got to buy it again. With this, you don't have to buy it again, and of course the great thing about these is they are so inexpensive and affordable.
Absolutely.
So, what else have we got in this set, Shendy?
Okay, so we now have a nice rusty colour to go with that.
Now, I love the vibrancy of that design.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's got some
really
texture.
jumps out at you and grabs you by the throat.
Ooh, I don't know about that. This is actually going to be our insert. It's just a different twist on an insert, really.
Yeah, it is.
Something a bit different. And then we have some tags. Now you'll be thinking, why on earth have we got two sets of tags? What's she going to do? Stick tags all over it? No.
No.
The dark ones are larger than the light ones. So these actually form a frame around the other ones.
So, to paraphrase, I can't even say it, to paraphrase even, I'm ruining this, aren't I? These are no ordinary tags, these are Shendy tags.
Absolutely.
That would have been right if it worked
They're
right
layered
first time.
tags, already done for you.
Okay.
Nice and simple. For those of you that have never done them before. Now you'll be thinking, what on earth is this? And why on earth is this?
What on earth is this, Shendy?
What on earth is this, and why is it on a white piece of paper?
Okay, Shendy's going to explain.
It's a flower. 3 sizes of flower, and each one will fit inside of the other if you want. If you don't want, you don't have to. But you've got the 3 sizes. Now what I recommend you do is you print off your lovely coloured paper. So say perhaps we'd print off this lovely one here. Then you turn it over, put it back through your printer and print off the shapes.
Right.
And there you have your shaped flower ready to cut out.
Perfect. Very, very simple idea, but very, very effective.
Well, it saves having a lot of those templates hanging about.
Indeed.
Because I don't know about you, but I've bought templates in the past and I've put them away and I thought, now where on earth was that triangle? Or where on earth was that flower that Shendy used?
So where are we going from here with this?
Right, so we're going to make a card. Thought we'd make a card. Do you want to make a card?
No. I've got enough to do here.
All right then, better go on then if we're not going to make a card.
No, I'm not making a card. So, Anna, you want me to present, you want me to pull you out of any holes that you happen to drop into during the courses.
Gosh,
you want me to push all the buttons, you want me to monitor the microphones, you want me to make sure that all of the electronic stuff's working, and you want me to make a card?
Well, why not?
Do you think, how multi-talented do you think I am?
I know you're multi-talented.
Nicely corrected.
That's one way of buttering him up.
Okay.
Right.
Won't work. She brings some breakfast every now and again. That
I
butters
did.
me up.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to take a simple card. And because I've forgotten my bone folder today, we're going to have to do it with the old fingers and thumb.
Perfect. So next.
Next, we're going to take some of that lovely textured background.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can line it up nicely.
This is the throat-grabbing background paper that I referred to earlier on.
He did.
Now, before you pull the next thing off, can you just bring that release paper in a second? Just show people
Yeah,
that.
sure. Yeah, there we go.
Now, in your opinion, what is good about this release paper?
Well, it means I can have everything prepared, even if it's not for demonstration. I can have everything prepared and then literally peel it all off and away I go.
Well, if we just show you a second, if we just lift that up, if I just lift the wax paper up just so you can see the shine on it, if I can actually get it to do that. Yeah, I can get it to shine. There you go.
There it is, yeah.
See the shine?
You can get me to shine, you can get anything to shine.
That effectively is non-sticky, so if you want to temporarily stick something on there, if you want to peel that off for us now.
Okay.
It's got double-sided tape on it, but it's not compromising the stickiness of the tape. So in other words, you are actually maintaining the integrity of the adhesive properties of the glue by using this, but at least what you're also doing is making sure that you don't stick it to something else permanently in the meantime. So look out for the release paper on our website because it's brilliant.
So in other words, it just stays sticky.
Exactly. It doesn't compromise the adhesive properties. Stay sticky, okay. Why use 2 or 3 words when 25 will do?
I thought it was your forte, but there we go.
It is.
Okay, now I've got a nice piece of that. Nice piece of that mottled.
On top of the grab you by the throat paper.
And then I'm going to go with some of that crackle.
Oh, lovely contrasts of reds and greens and...
See how it all fits together?
And disease.
Disease?
That paper.
Where did that come from?
That paper looks a bit like a virus, but you're thinking to yourself, well, that doesn't sound very aspirational. Viruses actually, under the microscope, look fascinatingly beautiful. So there. You're probably thinking, well, I don't want a paper that looks like a virus. I think you should have papers that look like viruses because viruses are pretty.
Do you want me to do some?
What, viruses?
Yeah, some virus papers.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, virus papers. Fantastic.
All right, then. Now, here she is, our bit of a...
Strumpet.
A bit of a top fairy. Yes, look at that. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right.
Oh my word. She's saying, look at my wings. Well, she's probably not saying it in quite that camp voice, but never mind. Actually, it's something about you that brings out the camp in me. I don't quite know what it's all about.
Enough said, okay.
Well,
Moving on swiftly.
Got a camp bone in my body.
Of course not. I'm going to use one of the ribbons that's on there with the tags.
Okay.
And I've done this a little bit long, so I'm going to just...
Pull it out of shot, yeah, okay.
Well, I can't cut without doing it, you know, in the air.
Come along now, come along. This is the world of, well, I would say world of shopping television, but it's the world of web telly.
It's the world of Sandy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Right, back to the demo.
Okay, so I've cut one of the tags out, and I'm going to put the tag on there, and that would carry my sentiments. At the moment, I'm going to leave it blank because I don't know who it's for.
All right.
I haven't decided as yet. And then I've cut out our fairy on that very sticky pads. And there she is. That's the first one. And to save a little bit of time, I've stuck her leg on there as well. And I've just realised I've missed cutting out a bit. Can you spot the deliberate mistake?
Well, I will if I go in closer. Yeah. That's all right. We'll let you off with that.
There, look. I've forgotten to cut that bit out.
Never mind.
I think I broke my scalpel, actually, and I needed to get a new blade in it.
The nice ladies and gentlemen will forgive you.
Will they?
Yeah.
Are they a forgiving lot?
Yes.
Are they? And there we go. And then our last little bit to go on is our flower. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to
tweak it a bit.
Tweak it a bit. Where should we stick it? Should we stick it there?
I think so.
Actually, I'm going to peel this back off. And I'm going to put that in the middle of it. And then I'm going to put the flower down there, I think. because I think that looks nice.
Okay.
What do you think of that, Lacey?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we have it on the wide shot so you can see it a little bit better.
Yes, I like the look of that.
And close up again onto our strumpet fairy.
Yeah. And then I've got my insert ready, which I've folded in half. And we've got a little bit of the double-sided tape on. And that's how the insert's going to go.
I like these banded
Little bit-
inserts because they're a little bit different from what you normally see.
Yes. Yeah, you haven't got your sort of traditional ovals and I've just messed that up.
Back to Barry while Shendy sorts it out. You see, this is why I'm here. I'm here to fill for when it all goes wrong, as it not always inevitably does, but sometimes inevitably does. And you can see all those lovely fairies behind me. Do make sure that you visit the fairies section of Shendy's on the website. All of these downloads are incredibly inexpensive and affordable, and of course will be with you in a matter of minutes. That's the great thing about the download section.
No waiting.
They have all been completely prepared for you in such a way that there'll be no compromise in the quality of your downloads. Have you sorted that out?
I've sorted it out now.
You see, where would you be without me? You'd have had to
Oh,
struggled.
And there she is. There's our strumpet.
I'll give her the wide shot
And
before
then-
she shouts for it. There you go.
Then when we open it up, we're now free to put any sentiment in there we like. And there she is, all done.
Brilliant. I'd just like to say a big thank you to Shendy for showing us how to do it.
That's all right. I'm sure you, ladies and gentlemen, will do it a lot better than I did.